Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes and welcome to another Conquest video. You've probably seen already, but the Feats in Sector 5 bosses were switched. Just today now, a couple of hours ago, I did make it all the way to Sector 5 myself as well. A bit late to the party, but that's because there was so much happening in the game, so much content to be created that I actually forgot one day to play Conquest, so I was like day behind. That's why only just today I reached Sector 5. So in this video I want to show you the combination of discs and yes, consumables I had to use for some of these feats to get it done. Hopefully they'll help you out. Again, when it comes to Conquest, replicating results, you know, aside from maybe mod and relic difference, the biggest RNG factor always is what data discs were you handed out along the way versus, you know, other people. So this is going to be what I was able to use, and hopefully again it find it helpful. As with previous run of Conquest, like if you don't need these feats, before it was especially the final boss, but now actually the mini boss feats are harder. If you really don't need the mini feats boss key cards, I just wouldn't bother. I would just skip and move on. Final boss actually is this time a bit easier if you do have the right discs. More about it later. However, if you absolutely need all of these, again, hopefully this video will help you out. So we'll kick off here with the mini boss versus Treya and the her free sabers. And in terms of consumables, I had to equip a couple of them. So the main one for me was the speed booster, because the whole trick of this phase 3, well, it's not really phase 3 of the mini boss, is that you get to use standalone with a character of your choice and then they can knock out Treya. However, without the speed booster, we'll do the rebel team first. Han simply did not get a turn. Like Treya took like 3-4 turns. Her speed is so insanely high that before that Han, actually everybody were defeated before Han actually was able to take a turn and stand alone with her. That's why without remodding, I opted for speed booster for this first battle. We get 25% speed and as well plus 20 flat speed as well. So a bit of a nice big speed boost. Actually Han can take a turn, and on top of it all I also equipped the health mat pack just to give us more durability, that we can survive the initial onslaught and get to standalone versus Treya. That really is the trick when it comes to Han squad. Now in terms of discs, I don't know are these the most optimal discs. Like I don't know, did weak spot make a difference, damage over times, but that's what I had equipped when I was playing through Sector 5, and my motto is, if data disc set that I have equipped works, I'm not changing it. But just to show you, entrenched, weak spot, free caustic emissions, fortified, vitality and defensive formation. So basically lots of durability discs on top of weak spot and caustic emissions, and this what got it done for me. Now in terms of the feats, so these were before on final boss I believe, so now we have to use the Commander Luke, Han, Pao, Chirrut and Death Trooper, and the other one we have to use the Bounty Hunter squad with Aura and as well Nest. So we'll do the Rebel feat first, so let me show you the squad and the mods. Again, did not remod for this one. For the most part, once you equip speed booster on, like the other guys don't even matter as much. Just Han needs to take a turn, use standalone, and then he can just knock out Treya all by himself once you do that. So the other guys don't even matter, I think, so much what mods you have on these guys. Again, did not remod, just the mods I have on these guys. Anyways, as you can see, some have a bit worse mods than the others because I hardly use those characters anywhere else in the game. Death Trooper, Relicate, solid mods, but I don't think he even took a turn, to be honest. So let's go ahead, hop in the battle. A bit of RNG in this one, like we don't have a tank. We are forced to go in without a tank. So if it happens, what happened in my first attempt, that Han got isolated, then you will just want to back out and do again. So there you go, Han got isolated. And this means that he won't be able to gain buffs, gain as well counter attacks. So I was like, here, do I try or not? But I'm like, hey, hold on, what am I doing? Han's isolated. Let's back out and try this again. So this is now my second attempt. And same thing, we're just gonna knock out one of the sabers. If there's one with the foresight, knock out that one first. There we go. We did not get isolate on Han. And now we just need Han to take a turn. So we'll just do a basic here on Treya with Luke. Then we do the middle ability to gain offense up with Pow. Now we're gonna go ahead and stand alone. There we go. And now we just go bomb, bomb, bomb. Almost got her. But I think the standalone is for 3 turns, so there we go. We were able to knock out Treya, and now we are just down to the 1 lightsaber, and you are good to go. And I'm not sure, as you can see, like you can use standalone straight away. I actually didn't notice this for the first time when I was playing, but looks like this wasn't like that in the raid. But here you can just use standalone straight away. So you could just, after Han's standalone expires, you could just use it with somebody else. And once I realized that, then I also utilized that thing as well in the bounty hunter battle that I'm about to show you. Now unfortunately I was not able to locate another speed booster for my bounty hunter squad, so I did find defense penetration. So if you can't find speed, then you can try go for damage, but definitely the verse squad will need speed because Han needs to survive. Maybe if you have leaders dissolve data discs, I don't, you could put Han in the leading slot and then he would gain extra speed from the leaders resolve discs, and then he would still be able to go first without a consumable. Well, not first, enough speed to actually get out there and health pack again. So we will be going in with Aura lead because her leadership at the start of the battle will stealth all bounty hunters that are not tanks, or is it the attackers? Either way, it will leave Nest out in the open. Everybody else will start with stealth. That's why her leadership is good for this one. Just showing you the mods. Did not remod this squad outside of Dengar. So the key ability here is this one. So once Treya is toppled, this will deal more damage. Now I believe this is a Zeta, so if you don't have Zeta, this attack won't do as much damage as you will see in my battle. Just Embo, whatever mods on him, like I don't really use him all that much. Same thing with Greedo, just whatever. And then Dengar is the only one I remodded. That's so that he can go first and do the AoE, because otherwise it's down to RNG. If, for example, the sabers have foresight on them, they will dodge your attacks outside of Nest. Nest attacks can't be evaded, the basic and AoE, and then you won't be able to topple Treya. That's why I remodded Dengar, so he's the fastest on my squad. He can clear the foresight with his AoE, and all the other guys can then finish off the sabers and topple them. Nest, these are just my mods I have for her from the raid. Okay, let's open a battle and let me show you. There is a little bit of RNG in this one, like if Greedo doesn't double tap, you may not take down the last lightsaber. So we start off with the AoE, clear of the foresight if there is any. Nest gets isolated because she's out in the open. You use the middle ability there with Aura, finish off one saber, take out the other, and one hit, two hits, there you go. If Greedo wouldn't double tap there, that saber would still be up. So there's definitely some orange in this one. Ideally, I wanted to use standalone with Aura, but without speed booster, Treya is so fast that I had to use it with Nest. But still, Nest is a durable character, so it's actually a good option to use standalone with Nest as well. Okay. We go. Yep, isolated, sure. Because of isolations, we don't counter attack. But at least we get lots of durability. Nest got that bonus protection mechanics built into her. Let's do another AoE. Treya toppled yet again. Now Aura gets to use standalone, and then she can do a big hit on her. So let's go ahead, use standalone now with Aura and use her big hit. Boom! Almost knocked her out actually, but as you can see, Aura is still very tanky, very durable because she's still standing alone, so she can take all those hits in combination with obviously our Med Pack. Boom, another big hit. Treya's down, and now I just have to finish off the rest of the lightsabers, and that will be that. Again, being able to constantly use standalone is not how the raid used to be. That's why I kind of forgot to look after it, but obviously you can see here, just keep using standalone all the time whenever it's available. And this as well completed your bounty hunter squad. Again, this one was a bit trickier, I think, than the one with rebels, just because I did not have here another speed booster for the bounty hunter squad. And finally, well, let's move on to the final boss, which now is actually a bit more straightforward to do, and that's because in both of these squads we actually have support units, whereas versus mini boss, none of the units we are using are support. And we can now utilize zealous ambition discs to do damage. So I've got two, one gray, one green one. But how you can also boost the damage from zealous ambition discs, if you do have vitality discs, I have two of them. This will give you more health, which means more offense for the zealous ambition discs. And finally, you can again look out for and equip the health med pack consumable to boost your health even further and do more damage, because as you will see, I did not need any consumable on these ones, but because my Nightsisters are very high relic, but if you got low relic Nightsisters, you definitely might want to pick up a health med pack as well, the consumable. That is just showing you the mods. Again, some of them have good mods, some not, depending obviously on how much I use these sisters, but for the most part, like, they don't need speed. Nightsisters, they have so much bonus turn meter gains anyways, and you will see, I mean, yeah, zealous ambition discs works really well with the Nightsisters squad. I mean, Talia, gear 12, I don't use her for anything, so I don't think she even took a turn, to be honest. I think only Asajj and Talzin had their turns. Alright, you'll see, this will be over quickly, so watch carefully. Alright, here they come, the Sith Triumvirate. So we're gonna go ahead and start off here with an AO from Asajj. Check this out, boom, everybody's down. And now Talzin takes a turn, mass assist on Treya, done. So you can see the mini boss now, like before, mini boss was easier because we had support units and zealous ambition discs. Now the final boss is easier, so you know, if you don't need the key cards, mini boss I think is the one to skip, so you don't waste energy and like I had to waste tokens to get those consumables for equipping them. And finally, Supreme Colorant. I mean, this should be the most, I guess, straightforward one, because I'm still rocking Zealous Ambition that is set the same as I did for Nightsisters. I will be relying actually on Hux and Throne to be doing damage, not so much Kylo. Let's go ahead, take you out, and then let's go ahead, give another turn over to Kylo, take out the other side, and you know what, maybe, yeah, let's give turn over to Kylo. We can do a swipe, almost took him down. Let's go ahead, Master's Training over on Kylo, Nihilus goes down, and now she will isolate Kylo and Mask, because he's taunting. Now Kylo and Mask can use what is the Unbreakable Will on him, so he can't be defeated while he has that. So Treya will just keep attacking him, and she has no AoE, so she can't get to your other guys. Alright, that's fine. Okay, let's go ahead, heal up the team a bit. Again, Hux, just do a basic, because his support, he'll be doing a lot of damage. There you go. Definitely, now that they switch the feats, final boss is a lot more straightforward. Obviously, if you do have Zealous Ambition discs to help you out with the damage and vitality, health med pack, anything that will boost the health of your units will then also, of your support units and healer units, will then boost their damage. And there you have it. That's how I completed all the feats for both of bosses here in Sector 5. Again, by no means an easy feat, especially now the mini boss. Again, be warned, there is RNG involved, like with the hand battle. If he gets isolated, you will want to back out and do again. And then for the bounty hunters, hopefully when you topple her, it lines up in a way that you get a chance to use standalone. Like whoever can use standalone when Treya is toppled, just do it, because she's very fast. You may only get 1 or 2 units will take a turn and then she'll get back up again. So, you know, just use it, whoever's got standalone, and hopefully you can knock out Treya. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one, but until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.